at the ES E-mini futures 2000 tick chart, and we're using price action rules and market geometry to determine where to enter for high probability setups. So as you can see, we're starting this morning off with a pretty decent uptrend working higher, multiple confirmations off of the bottom trend line, multiple off the top. Now there is a lot of empty room here, but that can be normal when you're in a strong uptrend. Sometimes it just makes these really strong push phases, touches the top, and then barely comes back, and by the time it comes back, the EMA has already followed it all the way up, and you'll find support at EMA and continue to bounce off. We did break through EMA here. It created a downtrend that needed to create new low, and unfortunately the new low created a break outside of the uptrend. So you can see it attempted to create a new extreme, which is a new high, higher than the highest high inside of the channel while it was still in play, and it failed, pushed back below EMA, and we turned into a small consolidation or trading range here. Multiple bounces off of the bottom. I was hoping for a failed second entry short here to ride it to test the new extreme, but now that we've pushed this far above EMA, I need a second entry long. We need to find good support and confluence at the EMA here with a nice signal bar, like a bullish pin bar or something like that, you know, a good high tier signal bar. But that's really all I'm looking for right now, is a second entry long to test new high. So let's see what we get. Alright guys, looks like new high is going to be created with no opportunity to enter. So after new high is created, we can expect correction or reversal. But if we continue to work higher, there might be some kind of wider uptrend. If we see it break below EMA and start a downtrend, then we can look for another channel down. If we end up consolidating sideways, we'll just extend this trading range. So it's really all up in the air right now. We got to be patient. Alright guys, we just created a new high. We did get a new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure with a nice signal bar. But I just don't like going long directly into the highs of this trading range. You can see we have multiple bounces off of the top. There's not enough room to scalp out if it does fail and find its support there or resistance. So I went ahead and skipped that. It would have worked out, but it's better to just be safe. We did end up creating new high though, so I'm going to be looking for that next market structure. Let's see. Alright guys, there's nothing too interesting to talk about here. It's really slowed down, it's kind of chopping now. But after new high was created, we attempted to pull back into this range. You can see there's a lot of empty room here at the bottom. We call that bullish imbalance when we're in a range like this. So there's a chance that if we do break out of the top like we are now, that it can succeed. Now 90% of breakouts do fail, but you can see we traded up into this range, and there's a lot of bullish imbalance. There's a good chance that this breakout will succeed and will continue to work higher, but it's still too early to know if it's going to work out or not. So just still being patient. It's just good to recognize these things while you're trading, even if you're not looking for trades. You know, you want to be able to understand the bias. So when you don't understand the bias, the first thing you need to do is try to look for it, right? Because if you find the bias, then you know what direction to look for trades, and then you can start to look for the setup confirming that bias, right? So it definitely feels bullish here, but it's too early. Alright guys, so we don't have much going on now, but we do have this small uptrend working higher. We had a break outside of this channel, so it needs to create a new extreme. Ignore these channels here. That's just from the original trend that already has a new high, but I drew the lines that persist forever, so just ignore that. We broke out of this channel, this small trading range here. We have an uptrend working higher. It's super slow. The ATR is 2.2 right now, so it's really difficult to make a video on this kind of price action considering how slow it's moving, but price action rules still follow the same guidelines regardless of how fast the market is. So it just takes longer for the market to form, but the same rules apply. So we attempted to create a new extreme, a new high for this uptrend, but you can see we were a couple ticks off, so there's a good chance that we'll still create a new extreme before establishing a new market structure. Alright guys, the market is extremely slow, so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. It's quite a short video, but that's just how it is some of these days where the market really starts to slow down. It slowed down around 9:30 my time, so a lot of waiting today for not a lot of price action. So pretty decent structure overall. I really like this uptrend. I wish we could have continued in this uptrend all the way through the rest of the day, but as you can see, we broke here, created a new extreme, and then after that new extreme was created, we just slowed down like crazy. So unfortunately not too many opportunities, If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be uploading my live charting sessions every day, and my Discord link is in the description and the pinned comment. I live screen share my chart every day, and there's a couple of really good guys in here that we talk about what we think the market's doing throughout the day. So if that's something you're interested in, like I said, the link is in the pinned comment and description. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and good luck with your trading.